Guys, in today's video I'll be talking about the NVQ. That's the National Vocational Qualification that so many employers these days regarding their health and care worker visa for the healthcare assistants, support workers and all of that they've been asking for. I've received a couple of these questions in my DM. I'll be talking about what you need to know about the NVQ and how you can boost your profile, that's your curriculum vitae here or whatever it is, so that you can actually be eligible for this job as an HCA because you don't have a medical degree or anything related to health, and then how you can structure your CV and some possible interview questions that you might encounter. So this video is very packed. If you really want to know more, just keep watching, don't skip, watch till the very end. Guys, I actually promised that I'll be announcing a giveaway on my channel in my next video regarding my 1k subscribers that I hit. Okay, so I will be giving out some it's money, like it's monetary, okay, and the money will make a difference, trust me. It's to 2 people, all right, and I've already chosen one of the people that I'll be giving, fortunately and unfortunately. Anyways, I know we all know the most active follower on this my channel. Like, this lady literally drops comment on all my videos. You can't go around my videos and you won't see her. Like, she's always there. You get, she's a constant K. She's that person that I met through my channel and it doesn't even feel like it. She's so amazing and she's Esther Popola. So you've already won a space for yourself in this giveaway already. You don't even have to stress, okay? That's one of the advantages of supporting me, Deji. If you don't know, I will be choosing the second person in this video. Just tell me what you've learned, okay? Tell me what you've learned and then just put it in the comment section. I'm gonna pick anybody randomly. I don't want you to forget that it is money wise and it's gonna make a difference in somebody's life. I'm just gonna pick randomly. I don't even have to know you, so please share the video to somebody out there to watch, okay? So guys, the NVQ stands for the National Vocational Qualification. It's a work-based qualification that helps to recognize your skills, your knowledge and competency to function as an HCA, that's an healthcare assistant in the UK. It helps to boost your status and improves your employability and transferability. There are some websites that you can take these CPD courses or crash courses, and I'll be mentioning them as the video goes, okay? So guys, just to elaborate on what I've been saying prior to me mentioning this website where you can actually attain these CPD courses, okay, when you're done they will offer you an accredited care certificate for health and social care. Because of your educational background, this job opportunity is inviting people from different walks of profession, so that's why you have to distinguish yourself. They will teach you the basics about health and safety, you know, child care, care of the elderly and many others. There are options, so you just choose the ones that suits you best. So permit me to read from my notes. I have a couple of this websites that you can register with. I came across reads.co.uk and also SVT Vocational Training. I'll leave everything on your screen and also in my description box. I also saw e-learning for healthcare. There is skillsforhealth.org.uk and joinsocialcare.co.uk and open.ac.uk. I'm just going to leave everything on your screen, so when you get to the website you have to register. Then some of these crash courses or diploma courses are free. I saw the free ones. Just search properly with this website I've given you and you should see the free ones, and some are actually paid for but they are a token, while some are really expensive. So just play around it. Most of them are online. You just book and, you know, get the ball rolling. And when you're done, what do? As you're applying for these jobs, you ensure that you attach some of these certificates with your application and put it in your profile. And I would also like to address this. So many people, they seem so lost or so confused. Yeah, that's the word. I received some questions. I'm always receiving questions these days, right? I know. I received some questions about, I'm confused, I've watched different videos, I don't even know what to do. The first thing you should do is get your CV ready. Before exams, IELTS, this sponsorship, that, get your CV ready. And then there is a template or a suitable, there are different templates actually. There is no specific one, but you have to ensure that your CV is well organized. Of course, your name, your address, your LinkedIn account if you have any, your Skype ID if you have any, your mobile numbers that they can contact you with. Then next, your primary qualifications. I've come across some nurses and pharmacists that are asking me, even doctors have been in my DM saying that can they apply. Actually, you can apply if that is what you want. Just know that nursing you have, that MBBS you have to pocket it. Okay, you have to really, or that pharmacy degree that you have to pocket it, because you are not applying as a pharmacist or a doctor or a nurse. You are applying as an healthcare assistant. So this, as you are preparing your CV, these are the things that you put in there. What makes you a good HCA. So if you've done these certifications, you can also put them in your SSC certificate, the year you entered secondary school, the year you're leaving. I might actually do a separate video on that if you don't mind. If you want to see it, just let me know. Then what next do? You start looking for a job. Guys, I hope you are noting this, because I've seen so many questions about, I don't know what to do, I'm confused. You need your CV ready, of course, and your passport, your international passport. All right, if you've not seen my video about the accredited agencies recruiting right now in the UK and offering tier 2 sponsorships for people that want to work in the UK as healthcare assistants, I did a video on that and I'll leave it up here as you can see. Just watch it. Okay, there is a website there. If you go on that website, you will see different agencies. I don't expect that by now you should come to me and like, oh, you can't get a job, or you can't get agencies. Not that you can't get a job, you can't get agencies, or you don't know agencies. Go to that website. Like, it is loaded. I've been doing so much research about this thing lately. Like, you guys are making me do it, and why not? But then it's painful when you are doing all these things. Number one, some people not watch it. Number two, once some people watch it, they will not decode everything in there, digest every bit that is being said in my videos, like from word to words. Don't skip any part. And get your CV ready. Apply to jobs, apply and keep applying. Apply as many as possible. Actually, some people are telling me that they came across some agencies that are saying, oh, they are not recruiting right now, they are not recruiting from your country. It's okay, keep applying. Trust me, I've seen somebody that's gotten job, just so you know. So don't relent, keep searching. I came across an article that says that the UK will start recruiting, or they will start this tier 2 sponsorship for HCAs like in full-blown way in February. But then keep applying now. Some of these agencies, they have a waiting list. Okay, they have waiting lists. So the people that are on ground are applying now. Those are the ones that they'll start considering. I really want people to come in with this route. I want you to, in 6 months time, 8 months time, or whatever, I want you to come to my channel and be like, or come to me on Instagram and be like, Mideje, your video helped me. That's the goal. It's the quality rather than the quantity. When you get a job, then they would ask you for they will ask you for the requirements, of course, and don't forget your tuberculosis test too, guys. And some of them will ask for IELTS. In my last video in the description box, I left how you can register for IELTS and some of the very good materials that you can use to study. I don't think some of you have come across it, so keep checking my description box. Study for your IELTS, and you don't even need much. I learned that it's an academic. So someone asks if you can use UKVI. Yes, you can. Then the band is band 4 to 5. Not all agencies will ask you for IELTS. So this thing, I don't know why it's a bit confusing, to be honest. It's hospital is sometimes hospital specific or agency or care home specific. So that's why each agency you come across, ask them their requirement. I don't know how to flog this matter enough. I've said this in my last video, but trust me, I won't get tired of saying it. As the UK government start in February, you don't want to be left behind. So guys, I actually came across the fact that some of these job applications will require you to have a driving license. Not specifically for the HCAs, to be honest. It's usually for the domiciliary support workers and the support workers, because you have to move from one home to the other. So guys, I'd just like to tell you how you can actually prepare for a care assistant interview. You have to carefully examine the job roles and specifications just to be sure that you are eligible for this role. Then you have to research about the hospital or the care home you'll be working with, just to give higher quality answers, so that when the interviewers are asking you questions, you are not just blabbing. You show deeper knowledge about the hospital or the organization you want to work with. Then you check the values and missions of that organization, because whatever answer you are giving, you should be able to relate it with the values and the missions and the vision of that organization. Prepare bullet points or themes that will help you familiarize yourself with the answers you want to give. You don't have to write an epistle down, just prepare some points so that when you look at them, you can easily know what you want to talk about. You can ask a friend to conduct a mock interview for you. You have friends around, you have siblings, just let them act like they want to interview you. Trust me, this interview is a big deal and it's not a big deal. So just put your mind at rest, okay? I want you to know that at the end of the interview, when you get the job, they are going to do a training for you. Even before you fully go into the job, yes, they will do a training for you. So they will expose you to the things that you actually need to know to help you work efficiently as an healthcare assistant. Prepare. Check out the latest news or anything happening around that organization. Like, you cannot over prepare. Trust me, preparation is very essential. For me personally, I don't know of any other person. Whenever I want to do an interview or whatever, I tell myself, is either I get it or I get it. Because usually it's on Skype or Microsoft Teams and all of that. So get to the the virtual location. The link, they will send you a link to join the interview. Get to the virtual location earlier. Don't be late then. Don't let them give you the interview. Join this link by 12 and you are just coming there by 12:15. No, that doesn't speak right of you. You want to leave a good impression. Even after finishing the interview, you don't want them to start talking about, oh, that person was not punctual, and that because of that, even though you've given it your best and you've killed it, because of that, they won't give you the job. It doesn't really speak right. Some of the likely interview questions for the HCAs that I've come across include that they will ask you, of course, tell me about yourself. And then when they ask you, tell me about yourself, there are some things they are looking for. They are looking for your experience, your qualities, and your interest in the role. So tell them, oh, it's not that you sit down and start and I'm 20 years old or I'm a Christian. I don't know if I've said this, guys. You don't have to put your religion in your CV. Like, it is not an essential part of your curriculum vitae. So for the experience, you tell them what you've been doing, your SSC certificate, the year you got into school and all of that. And yeah, you've done the CPD courses that we just talk about it. Did you do in childcare, health care of the elderly, or general health and care certification. Tell them some of these things that you've done. You volunteered for an organization, health organization, things you've done related to health. You've taken care of a child with autism, stuff like that, disabilities. Just talk about it in general. Your qualities, your strength. They will ask you your strength and your weaknesses. Tell us about your strength, tell us about your weaknesses. Don't say you don't have weaknesses. Everyone has weaknesses. So these are the things that you have to answer appropriately. For your strength, you can tell them, oh, you are that person that you like to pay attention to details. You are that person that you have good communication skills. Tell them the sweet things that you are. I know you are. So just tell them, give it to them, like give them hot. And lastly, tell them why you are interested in the role. Oh, I have a good communication skills and I know that becoming an healthcare assistant will help me to put these skills into play. Something like that. Link your experience, your qualities, your specifications into your interest in the role. Tell them why you are the one best for the job. Of course, they will also ask you, why do you want to be an healthcare assistant? Okay, you shouldn't be surprised. Just like I said, tell them why you're actually interested. Number one, the international exposure. You've been caring for people back home. Some things about healthcare and all of that, but now you want to have that international exposure. See, you've been that person that is interested in health and care, and you feel that it's something that will bring satisfaction to you. Stuff like that. You have to try to be prepared when they throw these questions at you. You don't have to have too surprised. They can also ask you, of all countries, why did you choose the UK to work as an healthcare assistant? So these are the things that you will prepare for. For me personally, I can tell them, oh, I chose to work in the UK because the United Kingdom, out of many other countries, have one of the best healthcare system in the world, and you feel that being part of this country health workforce, will enlighten you, broaden your horizon of knowledge, boost your confidence, boost your knowledge and your experience and skills, sharpen your capabilities. All of these things. I know it's too many English, but then write it down. Read them over and over again. Don't cram. Try not to cram. Be settled and sleep well prior to your interview, and you should do well. Also, guys, one of the questions they might ask you is, what motivates you? I know a typical Nigerian or African, this is not to bust our bubble, but then it's money, my dear. It's money. Me personally, money motivates me. You don't even have to, don't do anything, just give me money. I'm motivated. But then this shouldn't be your upmost answer or your top, the first answer on your list. You can say many other things. What motivates you? The satisfaction you derive from seeing people smile. Those little things. Do you get it? The way you assist people, you nurture people back to life, you give them quality care, those little things, those are the things you say. Lastly, you can just say, well, the income, the money, you can also play around it, okay? Your interview shouldn't be so rigid. You don't have to be so uptight. Smile. I can remember an interview I did for my nursing job, my very first interview. I was talking about, I was breathing, and then the interviewer was like, calm down, are you tense? I'm like, I'm tense. He was like, calm down. The fact that I could speak out and say, yes, I am scared, that alone, in a way, be vulnerable. When I say vulnerable, not that you should be outrightly vulnerable, if you get what I mean, but show them that you are woman. A typical British is a bit concerned about you, so you have to tell them how you feel. Do your own research. I say this a lot in most of my videos. Do your own research. They will ask you, what are your job descriptions as an ACA, as an healthcare assistant? You should know what you want to come to the UK to do. You tell them you feed the patients, you assist patients with meals, you make them comfortable, you make their beds, you help them to maintain personal, oral and environmental hygiene, you help the patients to move around. So you tell them you help to monitor patients' conditions, you help to process samples sometimes, you help the patient to move around, you do health checks. Sometimes you also do health promotions, communicate with the patients and help to know their needs. Sometimes you give psychotherapy, that is assisting their mental status, and all of those stuff. Just let them know what you know about your job description. So guys, the next category of question is the opinion question. Okay, so what are the questions that fall under this? It's just to help to analyze how you will react or respond in certain scenarios. Okay, they can ask you, if a patient is aggressive or patient relative, what will you do? Some of those questions, those are the opinion questions. You should be ready for them. Then the next category of questions is the behavioral questions. All they are trying to they'll ask you some questions about your past. They want to see how you behaved or how you've done, and they will relate it to how you will do in the nearest future. Okay, they can just ask you, have you ever had an emergency situation and how did you handle it? Okay, so these are some of the questions that will come under the behavioral questions. The competency questions. What are the questions that fall under this? Usually is just to show your competence. Okay, a patient is choking or a resident fell to the ground, what will you do? Or how will you observe a patient to be having rigor or to be shivering, like a patient is having cold, what will you do? Just to show your competence. Those are the competency questions. And then we have the case questions. All the interviewer is trying to do is to assess your problem solving ability. What are the questions that come under this category? They can ask you, you are feeding a patient and maybe a nurse is telling you to come and check another patient's temperature. What will you do? How will you react in a very polite way? Tell the nurse, I'm feeding this patient, I'm coming. They just want to know how you will go about it. So they'll bring up different scenarios just to assess your intelligence or your problem solving ability. And lastly, we have the random questions. Okay, this, as the word implies, random. The hiring manager or the interviewer, they just want to know. They will just pull up a question from nowhere, like a very random one. And what are they trying to assess you for? How you can think on your feet. Okay, how well can you think, like outrightly? They are not asking you something you must have prepared for, something out of the blue. So for instance, they can ask you, what is that biggest challenge that you've encountered in your life? You know, that is a very random question. If I were asked, I'll be like, oh, okay. Just want to assess your thinking faculty, how you can tackle questions on your feet. I said, don't fidget, you know, do your best, prepare, sleep well prior to your interview, drink enough water, ensure you have eaten. You don't want to be hypoglycemic, that is, you don't want to have limited sugar in your brain. Sugar helps you to think. Drink a cup of Coca-Cola or something prior to your interview so that the sugar can keep boosting in your system. With this, you can think outrightly. Don't be scared. You've done worse interviews, you know. They just want to know that, oh, we love this person's curriculum vitae, they love your profile. So what can this person say to us? What does this person even know? That's what they are trying to assess you for. Don't think they are there to fail you. Your interviewers are not there to fail you. They are just there to assess you, okay? And at the end of the day, even though I said that it's a win or a win, trust me, there are days that might not be favorable, okay? I've seen people that have applied for 10 interviews and they passed only 2 of them. Oftentimes we put in our best to do our stuffs, but then it comes out the other way around. Don't beat yourself up whenever you do an interview and you're not successful, or it might not be an interview, maybe an application, and there are so many unsuccessful emails that you will receive. Try again. Don't lay low. Don't be in self-pity. Don't wallow in self-pity. Get up. I want to see you guys coming to me and, like, you know, whatever, my Instagram, my YouTube, and like, me, DJ, we are here. Oh, I want to welcome you guys. I know sometimes you feel down, you feel like, oh, I didn't get the job, but keep working, okay? Don't wallow in self-pity. Keep working. Don't be discouraged. I can assure you that you will get that job that will be yours, and you'll be happy at the end of it. You will thank yourself. Tell me what you've learned in the video. Put it in the comment section. I will be picking randomly. Don't forget, the money will make a difference, at least in somebody's life. It will do something. It's not a huge amount, trust me, but it is something that will make a difference. I'm emphasizing on that. I hope you guys have learned 1 or 2 from this video. I hope it is useful. Please kindly share my link to someone out there that you think needs this video. I know you know somebody that needs it. Send this link to them, and please don't watch this video and go. Kindly click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell. That's the bell like symbol on your screen, so you can be doing notified as I'm dropping a video. You are seeing it. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give it, just eat on it, guys. And then I have various videos, amazing content that you will want to try. Please kindly watch my other videos, guys. It's very important. And then I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, you know how we do it. Peace and light always.